Hey folks, welcome back to the Western Southern YouTube channel. I'm pretty excited today. We're going to do a review of this Over It raft cover. A special thanks to Kevin Cabler and Aaron Derwingson. They sent me this bow cover. They run their show out of Salida, Colorado, and they sent me this to do a review on. This is actually going to be a three-part series. We're going to open it up and take a look at it and install this raft cover on my 16-foot boat today. Later in the summer, after it's been sitting in the sun and got some rain and whatnot, we're going to do a follow-up review. And then next winter, when it's, got 3 feet of snow piled on it, I'll do a final review then, let you guys know my thoughts on how this cover's doing. So I've owned about 6 boats over the last 17 years. Every year you buy one of these old junky blue tarps and cover your boat. They last about a year if you're lucky. They pull water up, they're a pain to manage, they get kind of moldy and nasty. These raft covers are the answer to those blue tarps that are so hard to manage, and you might get 8 months out of it if you're lucky. So I'm pretty excited to crack this thing open, so let's get after it. So I've got a size large cover here for the 16-foot Rocky Mountain raft. Yeah, good stuff. Ooh. So it comes with a cam strap, and it's heavy material, but it's not so heavy that you can't manage it. These guys are out of Salida, Colorado. That's where the Arkansas River is. All right, so it comes with one cam strap. Obviously, I got plenty more cam straps we can use to tie it down. The advantage of one of these covers is the surface is semi-permeable, meaning that water can actually go through the cover. It goes down to the floor of your self-bailing boat and then goes out the bottom onto the ground like water normally drains out of a boat. When I have the blue tarp on here, I have to come out and like use the 5-gallon bucket to get water out of it. In the wintertime, there's this freeze thaw thing that happens. So I end up with these giant chunks of ice on top of the blue tarp. And I don't like to deflate my boat. I like to leave it inflated all year round. The boat wants to be inflated, and it's just better to have a way to cover it up, keep it out of the sun and out of the elements, and instead of packing it up and storing it at the end of the season every year. Obviously, this is UV resistant also, and it's a 5,000 thread count on this fabric as well. This sleeve here is so your oar towers can fit through. So I'd always tear the blue tarps on the oar towers, and then I'd also tear them in between the rear seat and the dry box that I sit on, because I'd get a lot of water pooling up there. Oh yeah, this is perfect. All right. Okay, so I just realized this small detail. There's a potential for a gap there. They made this flip out polyester cover here that takes care of that gap so that you don't get UV damage in that thin line right there. So nice attention to detail there. The cover goes all the way from the top to the bottom also. Yeah, that's great. All right, so there's 14 different tie down points, which is nice. That's more than enough to put some cam straps, or I just use bungee cords on, honestly. Yeah, it's got a good bar tack stitch on there too, if you're into that kind of stuff. And you can look underneath. I mean, there's definitely a shadow here, right? There's no sun getting through there. It's nice and dark under there. My boat's pretty dirty. I haven't washed it this year. I need to clean it. I've got a big high back NRS seat on mine, but it's still in the shade even like that, which is good. So another thing I used to worry about with a blue tarp is that the tarp would just get super hot in the sun, especially in the summertime. We just get cooked by the sun out here. So I like that this thing is light colored. This semi-permeable fabric also allows a little bit of airflow, and it's breathable, which is a good thing too. It's not getting any cooler these days, so it's good to have a cover that doesn't cook your boat underneath. All right, so the ambient air temperature is 65. It's about 1 o'clock, so the sun's right overhead. And it looks like 86 degrees is the temperature. 86, 87, maybe 89 is the temperature on the infrared temp gun here. 88 degrees. These covers have a 3-year warranty. They don't recommend you drive with it, which makes sense. It's going to be flapping around. They also make these covers in a bunch of different sizes. Size small is for your 12 to 13 foot boats. Size medium is your 14, 15 foot boats. I got a large for your 15 to 17 foot boats. And then if you got a big 18, 19 foot monstrosity, you get a size extra large. For you cat boaters out there, they also make a size medium and a large for cat raft too. So you can check that out on the website, raftcovers.com. I'll put a link in the description to their website. Obviously, you can go to their website and pick one of these up. I think they have these in a few brick and mortar stores around Colorado, Denver Junction, Grand Junction, and Salida, and then in Laramie and in Flagstaff, they've got them as well. Folks, if you have any questions about this cover, you can ask in the comments, or you can reach out to Kevin and Aaron. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you. Stay tuned later this summer and in the wintertime for the second and third episode of this series. And hit like and subscribe, folks. Take care.